Welcome in, everybody, to Crump Paris Park for the 7 single-A semifinals in softball as the Clay County Lady Bulldogs get set to take on the Red Boiling Springs Lady Bulldogs as well. My name is Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay for today's broadcast. Winner of this game will face the Gordonsville Tigerettes in the championship following this one. So here at Crump Paris Park, just over at a different field across the way right behind us, and this one should be pretty good. These two teams have already met 3 times this season. Red Boiling Springs on their way here to the semifinals. Wins against Pickett County 12-2 and Clark Grange 6-4 in their last 2 games after falling to Clay County in their very first game against in the 7 single-A tournament, 12-0 in just 4 innings. So Clay County already having a win against the Lady Bulldogs here in this tournament, trying to do the same thing. And a big reason why in the circle, Baylor Walden has been very, very good this year. 90 innings so far this year, has a 5-9 record, an ERA of just 3.27. She's got 113 strikeouts, 31 walks, and a batting average against of 248. Red Boiling Springs trying to get to the region tournament. Clay County trying to do the same thing with a win today.
I'm 100% confident the Lady Bulldogs are winning this game today.
First one misses outside. It's a bold statement.
That was a brilliant prediction by me. I mean, truly.
Sarah Link leads it off here for the Lady Bulldogs. The lineup for the Lady Bulldogs for Red Boiling Springs: Sarah Link, Allie Jenkins, Riley Bray, the top 3. Sway Lane, Allie Davenport, Kerrigan Wright, 4 through 6. 7, 8, 9, Madison Hooten, Cadence King, and Emma Woodcock. Ball 2 in there to Sarah Link. First of 2 games today. Weather been a bit interesting today.
Yeah.
I've actually got the sweater on. I don't know if I need it, but
I thought it was going to be pretty partly cloudy, but there's some dark clouds around the upper Cumberland
sun's
today.
trying to come out. 2-0 pitch. And that one misses as well. It's 3-0 to start the ball game to Sarah Link, the leadoff batter for RBS.
And all 3 misses have been low and outside here in the circle. We'll see if she can settle in here, put something across the heart of the plate, but Link probably in take mode.
Walden, not too many walks this season, but that's going to be a walk to open up the ball game for RBS, and they've got a base runner aboard.
Yeah, and all 4 misses in a very similar spot. So don't know if that's a mechanical issue perhaps early on that she's got to tweak, or if she's just missing in a big game. I mean, this is one of those go-time games because you can extend into another tournament if you win this one.
In the field for Clay County, as this first pitch comes home from Walden, that one's hit right side of the infield. A backhand attempt is not there. Everybody's safe. Hard hit ball by Allie Jenkins, and the first 2 base runners aboard for RBS.
Great piece of hitting by Allie Jenkins after a 4-pitch walk. A lot of times you're in take mode. Nope, she got one to hit and made no mistake. That's a tough play over at second, ranging over, trying to stab the glove at it, and everybody's safe.
For Clay County, behind the plate, Halen Garrison. There at second base was Avery Davis. First baseman is Jade Walker. Shortstop is Reagan Cherry. Third baseman is Darcy Smith. His first pitch in there to Riley Bray comes in and misses a little bit low. In the outfield, Ava Carr is in left. Center field is Jenna Thompson. In right field is Emma Wicks. So only that one really strike across there on that swinging one, as that one swung on and fouled back. It's 1-1 to Riley Bray, the 3rd batter in the lineup for RBS.
Good eye so far for the Lady Bulldogs from Red Boiling Springs. There's been 2 strikes thrown. They swung at both of them.
I mentioned it for Clay County. They've already beaten RBS here in this tournament, 12-0 to open up the 7 single-A tournament. That's a good fastball across. It's 1-2 now to Bray.
Yeah, and it's been interesting in District 7 single-A with the exception of Gordonsville. All these games have been really sporadic. There's been some run rules in there and then some really tight games. So I don't think you can just look at that and say, oh, this one's going to be the exact same.
This one popped up in the infield right side. First baseman is over there for Clay County and able to make the catch for out number 1 of the inning. Jade Walker makes the grab over at first base for the first out. Sway Lane will step in, the shortstop for RBS. Mentioned winner of this game will move on to play Gordonsville in the championship, scheduled for 6:30. And we'll just move fields just behind us. There's a little swinging bunt. Look to third, throw to first, get the out there. 2 outs in the inning. The runners do advance up to second and third, and a nice play by Walden to get the sure out at first base. So it'll be Allie Davenport, the catcher for RBS, to head to the plate now, trying to drive home a run or 2 with a swing of the bat.
And you go from 2 on with nobody out now, and Clay County threatening to get out of this jam.
First pitch misses a little bit low into Davenport.
And with that base empty, you don't want to make a big mistake if you're Baylor Walden out there in the circle. So I doubt we'll see anything right over the heart of the plate.
2 gone in the inning. Here's the 1-0. And that's a ball as well. 2 balls and no strikes now. In that first game, 12-0, only 2 hits in the 4 innings of play by RBS. Walden was really good. No runs, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. in that outing. That one misses low as well, and it's now 3-0.
Yeah, I think you're seeing kind of what I mentioned before. You've got that empty base over there. Don't make a mistake. The hitter's got some pop in her bat.
Kerrigan Wright stands on deck, the left fielder for RBS. Here's the 3-0 pitch. There's a swing and a miss back into the mid. It's 3-1. And now Walden trying to battle back. Great crowd on hands. RBS has made the trip, so has Clay County. Here's the 3-1. And that'll miss. That will be ball 4. Second walk issued here in this first inning by Walden in the circle, and it'll bring Kerrigan Wright to the plate with bases juiced and 2 outs.
Bases juiced.
Bases juiced.
Did you do that last year? I don't remember it last year. I think that you're
like
leaning into it this year, though.
Wow, now that you brought it up.
It's like every time the bases are loaded, they're juiced. Which is good. I like it, but it's just it's your thing right now. I got my things too. That's
We'll have a
close but no cigar, I think is my version of bases are juiced right now. That's
it's a good one.
My wife loves that one. She really does. That's her favorite one of my commentator sayings.
Kerrigan Wright steps in with 2 gone in the inning. Baylor Walden has walked a couple of batters, swings at that one. That's a foul ball, and that's been her MO is when she's able to get ahead in batters, able to get a couple of outs on the board.
And she's an experienced player, great two-way player here for Clay County, so she's not going to blink in this scenario, but this is a big moment in this district tournament game.
Comes the 0-1. That one fouled off, and now quickly ahead 0-2 and trying to sit down Kerrigan Wright and strand 3 runners in the process.
And this is what's eluded her in this inning, getting ahead and way ahead. She's there now at 0-2. We'll see if she can put them away.
Top of the first. Here at Crump Paris, the 0-2. Ground ball right back to her. She's going to go to first, and that is the final out of the inning. They strand 3 runners, no runs across for RBS. Clay County coming to the plate in the bottom of the first. This is the District 7 Single A Tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Back here at Crump Paris as the Clay County Lady Bulldogs come to the plate for the first time here in the 7 Single A semifinals. Winner of this game moving on to the championship to take on Gornsville at 6:30. Of course, these games have been pushed back pretty much all week long with the weather that has, of course, blown through here in Carthage and Gornsville. And finally able to play some softball.
Yeah, it was rough there. And unlike in baseball, the district tournament had to be done by Tuesday. It's not the case in softball. They had a few more days to be able to get it in. And, of course, that's a lot due to the pitching. You don't have to worry about those pitch counts in softball, so you can stack games on top of each other. And a little bit of that here. They were able to get more games in early before the weather blew in, though, in this tournament, so only the 2 games left to go.
Lineup here for Clay County. Reagan Cherry leads it off. Jenna Thompson in the second spot. Baylor Walden bats third. Cleanup batter is Jade Walker. Fifth batter is Halen Garrison. Batting sixth is Emma Wicks. The seventh batter is Avery Davis, is showing bunt. That'll miss outside. Darcy Smith bats eighth, and Ava Carr bats ninth for the Clay County Lady Bulldogs.
Cherry's a weapon here at the top of the order. She's got that small strike zone. She can slap the bunt down in a ton of speed.
Sarah Link on the mound, shows bunt again. That one also misses, and the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes.
This is your prototypical leadoff hitter in softball at every level. You get a ton of speed there and set the table for some of the bigger bats waiting behind.
Link allowed 12 hits, 12 runs, 10 of them earned in that first game against Clay County to open up the tournament. Had 4 walks in there as well. Struck out 4 batters. But the Clay County Lady Bulldogs were able to beat up on her a little bit in that first game. It's 3-0 here to Cherry. Shows bunts again, pulls it back, and that will be ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to open up the ball game for Clay County.
And we saw Red Bowling Springs get 2 on with nobody out and not be able to capitalize. Now we'll see if Clay County can with a runner on and nobody out.
It'll be Jenna Thompson, the center fielder, stepping in for the first time today. Goose is out covering 7 AAA. Upperman falling to DeKalb County in that first game.
Big victory for DeKalb.
Stone and L.A. were playing each other. That's going to be a foul ball by Thompson as she tried to bunt it. It'll be 0-1.
About a 12-0 victory for DeKalb County earlier on today.
That was the 2 seed over the 1 seed. So now Upperman will still have a chance to get back into it. Thompson will step back in here with an 0-1 count and a runner on first in Reagan Cherry. Link delivers, shows bunts again, puts it down this time. Pretty good one. Picked up at third base. The throw is off the bag. Cherry moves all the way up to third, slides in, and that ball goes into the outfield. Cherry will come home to score. Trying to advance up to third is Thompson, and she is in there safely as well as the throw just now getting back in there. So a bunt puts Thompson all the way over at third base. A run comes home, and Clay County leads at 1-0.
Yeah, and on the bunt, the third baseman comes in and fields it, and then Link was trying to come up and field it as well, so she had to try and jump over to throw it, took the first baseman off the bag. The throw back the other way is the one you probably just want to eat that softball there. And it leads to the run across, and we do see Clay County be able to capitalize, and they are in business here early on.
1-0 start for Clay County. 2 batters in. Baylor Walden, one of the best hitters in the lineup, stepping in for the first time. And that one will miss a little bit high from Link. Walden batting .491 on the season so far this year. Does have 3 home runs and 21 runs driven in. One of the premier players in the Upper Cumberland. We will see the premier player in the Upper Cumberland coming up in the championship game.
Who's that?
That would be Kaylee Plumley.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's pretty good. She's incredible. That was a joke, everybody. She's incredible. We all know it.
It's a 2-0 count here to Walden, and Link so far struggling to find the strike zone a little bit. Got a couple across to Thompson before the bunt. Link a look in to her battery mate behind the plate, and Allie Davenport ready to go with the 2-0. Lefty fires. The off-speed swung on.
Down.
Blooper out to left, and that one will drop. Thompson comes home. She will score, and that'll be an RBI driven in for Baylor Walden.
Yeah, that swing, she was looking for a little bit more than just a bloop single, but it kind of clipped off the top of the barrel of the bat there and dropped into no man's land. And a great start for the Lady Bulldogs for Clay County to go out in front 2-0, especially with the trouble that they had early on the other side. Now it's all about minimizing the damage for Red Bowling Springs.
Jade Walker, the first baseman, stepping in now with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. And RBS had bases loaded. 2 outs in the first, were unable to plate any runs, showing bunt. The steal attempt by Walden. She slides in safely into scoring position.
Domino stolen base, even in softball. Right there.
Go.
Now I want Domino's.
That sounds phenomenal.
Domino's app comes in clutch. They have the deal, $19.99, 2 medium pizzas.
Think they deliver mid-game?
Sure, I can make a call. 2 medium pizzas, the Parmesan Bites, cinnamon twist, and a 2-liter soda.
Showing bunt again. Walden off the bag. Nobody really covering second, so she got a pretty good lead. Did offer at it.
I repeat, $19.99 for all of that. It's unbelievable.
It's not bad.
It's the best deal in food right now.
It really is.
It's unbelievable.
We had that conversation last night on our way home from Tullahoma. Fast food prices are insane.
Control.
Here's the 0-2. Off speed. This is a little inside, 1-2.
Yeah, I was all off on the count. Apologies on the scoreboard. As we said yesterday, we are commentators, not producers, but we do our best.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Jade Walker at the plate. Walden stands on second base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Clay County already 2 runs across. That one's off the end of the bat and a foul ball.
Yeah, and RBS needs an out here. They're just trying to settle in here. A little bit of an onslaught by Clay County because don't forget, last time Clay County played Gordonsville, they pushed them closer than anybody has all year long in District 7 Single A. So they're trying to get back and take another crack at the Tigerettes and, of course, punch their ticket to the region tournament.
Yeah, actually had it pretty close, and then the home run by Kaylee Plumley as this one is hit high in the air out to right, drifting over the right fielder, able to make the catch, the little snow cone catch for out number 1. As out there and right for RBS was Madison Hooten, able to make the grab.
I'm not sure if Hooten read that clearly off the bat. She was kind of indecisive jogging out towards it, was able to get there and make the stone cold catch, as you said. There's that first down RBS is looking for. See if that settles them in a little bit in the field.
Still a runner in scoring position as Halen Garrison steps to the plate for the first time, the catcher for the Lady Bulldogs. Gordonsville, they are in attendance over in the stands to our right, taking in this game to see who they're going to play in the championship, trying to win their third straight District 7 Single A championship. This one swung on left side in the air. Left fielder is out there and will make the catch for out number 2. And there's 2 away in the inning.
Yeah, a lot of times you just need that first out. And it kind of gives you an opportunity to stack them together, and that's what you've seen here for the Lady Bulldogs. Also getting to the lower half of the order here for Clay County. But for a great first inning for the girls from Salina.
There's Kerrigan right out there and left, able to make the grab as Emma Wicks, the right fielder for Clay County, steps in, trying to plate Baylor Walden. Great start, 2 runs across, and then back-to-back outs. Here's the bunt put down, a little slap left side, throw from the third baseman is on the money. They strand a runner in the process, but 2 runs do come across for Clay County. They lead it 2-0 after 1. This is the 7 Single A District Tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at Crump Paris Park is the top of the second, about to get underway. 7-8-9-2 up for RBS. Madison Hooten, Cadence King, and Emma Woodcock coming to the plate as RBS got 3 base runners aboard, but were unable to plate any of the runs. They got their first 2 base runners aboard after a walk and a single by Sarah Link and Allie Jenkins. They were both stranded alongside Allie Davenport after a couple of ground balls to get out of the inning, induced by Baylor Walden in the circle.
How about these new chairs today that we're sitting on right now? They could not be more uncomfortable. I mean, truly. I think I found the most uncomfortable chair back
They are just metal.
in America. This is crazy. This is what they put in prisons. Holy smokes. Do not buy the $13 metal chair from Walmart. Shell out for the $28 padded one. I learned my lesson. Holy cow. Anyway.
And we'll be here for 2 games.
Yeah, I may go in between games and see my friends again.
I got the bleacher seats out in the car. Maybe we'll go grab those.
Put them in these chairs.
Yeah, just put them in the chair.
We won't look crazy at all.
Hey, we'll look tall.
I always look tall.
There's the 1-0. I meant 1 misses. Those misses right now, all low and outside right now from Baylor Walden.
And this is how she started the first inning. It was a little bit outside of the zone, a couple of walks, and then she was able to settle in and get out of trouble. But you got a 2-0 lead. You don't want to surrender it right back.
And a swing and a miss there, a little bit late on the fastball. It was Hooten. And finally able to get the strike across at 2-1. Winner of this earns a berth in the Region 4 Single A tournament. And a date with Gordonsville in the championship in 7 Single A districts.
It's a good region.
Joe Burns, East Robertson, the other 2 teams. Joe Burns, a state tournament team last year that Gordonsville faced.
A lot of people feel like could be Joe Burns, Gordonsville in the state championship game this year. So.
Eagleville will have something to say about that again, I'm sure.
Joe Burns is loaded. They were very young last year.
3-2. Here it is from Walden. Called strike 3 for the Birdies Lounge strikeout, first out of the inning.
Yeah, that's a really good job there. She's got the rise ball working in, and she fired it by, and there was a little bit of an uncompetitive swing and miss, and that sent her into attack mode. She fired it 2 more times to get the punch out. That's a good job battling back out there by Walden.
Well, the center fielder, Kings King, steps to the plate for the first time. Walden delivers in. That one misses a little bit low for ball 1. 3 times these teams have met this season. Of course, twice in the regular season, once in the postseason. 4-3 in the first game, and then the last 2, 12-1 and 12-0.
RBS has got the bucket that they keep the softballs in, and they're using it as a drum. It really adds to the dugout chant. It is working over there.
And in softball, they're allowed to chant.
Yes.
Rather than baseball. Here's the 2-0. That one misses high, and it's now 3-0 to Kings King, the 8th batter in the lineup for RBS.
Well, baseball sometimes.
Depends on who's behind the plate. That's called strike, and it's 3-1.
99% of the time you can chant.
Walden trying to battle back here after getting behind 3-0. Battled back against Hooten. And that one will miss high. So that'll be the 3rd walk issued already. Not even through one time through the lineup.
Well, that's a really good job here in the lower third of the order, because now you're getting closer to flipping it over and only down 2. We talk all the time, especially in elimination games, the importance of keeping that deficit low and not having it sit there for long, and that's exactly what RBS is trying to do here with 1 out in the 2nd.
It'll be Emma Woodcock coming to the plate. Swings and misses at the first pitch on the little rise action.
Yeah, that rise ball's good from Walden. You got the fastball, which is flat, rise ball, i.e., you could probably figure it out. It's that rising action from the underhand slot.
Goes back to it on 0-1 and gets the swing and the miss. It's 0-2 again. 1 gone in the inning. Runner on first base is King. Woodcock at the plate. Walden rocks and fires the 0-2. Swing and a miss. It's the 2nd Birdie's Lounge strikeout of the day. And the 2nd out of the inning.
That's just good pitching. The first swing was way behind that pitch as it comes in, so you bring the heat 2 more times and just dare the hitter to catch up to it. She couldn't. And the 2nd strikeout of the inning, both in similar fashions.
Sarah Link will step in for the 2nd time. Drew a walk her first time up in the 1st. Swings at this one into the net.
We're protected here. I didn't even realize that. How about that?
And we got obviously the chain link fence in front of us and a net above us.
Well, I knew about the fence in front of us. That was
I don't know.
slightly obvious.
There's a few crevices up there in that net above us.
The field in Hoover, the entire complex was covered
Covered.
up. That was sweet.
Smart.
With the net.
Smart. Yeah, when you've got 5, 6, 7 fields all next to each other, you kind of need them. Foul balls everywhere. It's 1-1 here. It's Sarah Link at the plate with 2 away in the top of the 2nd. Clay County with a 2-0 lead. Swing and a miss. And she goes ahead 1-2.
You're about to see that same pitch. You go out on a limb.
Behind the plate, Garrison getting the signs from the dugout before she relays it to Walden on the circle. Link steps in. The 1-2. And pops out of the glove, a drop 3rd. Link goes for the run. Garrison, a pretty good throw and able to get the out at first to secure the Birdie's Lounge strikeout. She strikes out the side. And 3 strikeouts on the day now for Baylor Walden. They strand another runner in the process. Still 2-0. Clay County coming back to the plate in the bottom of the 2nd. This is the 7 Single-A District Tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here at Crump Harris Park as the Clay County Bulldogs come back to the plate in the bottom of the second. Avery Davis, Darcy Smith, and Ava Carr. 7-8, 9-2 up here in the inning. 2 runs across for Clay County there in the first. It was the first 3 base runners that got on, but then the RBS was able to get a couple of flyouts and a ground out as well to get out of the inning, and Strand Walden at second base.
We were wondering why we were going to play on a different field the next game. Obviously, the other one is Gordonsville's home field. I get it now. I'm looking at the batter's box, and it's becoming a little bit hilly.
Another bunt down the line, really testing the third baseman. The throw is in time again. Now 2 for 3 with the throws there at third base is Allie Jenkins, and able to get the first out of the inning.
And credit to Allie Jenkins for shaking off an error early where she threw it just a little bit too high. She's been really good the last 2. They've been decent bunts down that third base line. Slow roller. She's come up, made the cool, calm, and collected throw. Nice job to bounce back.
So it'll be Darcy Smith, the third baseman for Clay County, now stepping in. 1 gone after the nice throw by Jenkins over at third base. That one bounces in. It'll be 1-0.
Should we do an impression of the Avalanche radio guy at
Oh,
some point
my
during this
goodness.
game?
For those that don't know, Noah's a pretty avid NHL fan.
Yes.
I am not, but I've gotten a little bit more into it as a strike across there 1-1. We were listening to the NHL, the Stanley Cup playoffs last night, and the Avalanche were taking on the Dallas Stars. And the Stars were playing very well.
Very well.
We were listening to the Avalanche broadcast, and the broadcaster was not happy that the Stars were playing well.
At all.
And he made it known.
Maybe the biggest homer in sports. On that.
For those that don't know, broadcasters are not supposed to do that.
And he certainly does.
Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2 now on Darcy Smith.
And Link has done a nice job in the circle of kind of settling. We saw Walden do it. Gave up a couple of runs, but the first one wasn't on her at all, and she would have had runners at first and second, as opposed to a run across and a runner at third. So, really, you can't blame her for either run that's come across so far.
2-2. And that's going to hit her.
And you
Got
still
her in the
swear
elbow.
that there is no announcer jinx.
What was the announcer jinx?
I just said she's doing a really nice
Oh.
job out there.
Well, it will put a batter on. As Ava Carr comes to the plate now, the 9 batter trying to flip it back to the top and bring Cherry back up. Cherry walked and then came around to score on the bunt by Jenna Thompson. After a few
She
throwing errors.
Can fly.
Yes. Yeah, she was running the whole way. Darcy Smith over at first base now after being hit. Shows bunt again, misses a little bit low. We've seen a lot of bunts all the way through this lineup. It doesn't matter who you are. You're up there. If there are runners on, they're trying to move them over.
Well, it worked already, right? They were able to get that run across on one, and it led directly to the next run coming across by putting her at third. So I like this strategy a lot for Clay County right now.
Link comes home with the 1-0. And she did offer at it as that one bounces in the dirt. It will be a strike. It's 1-1. Trying to move Darcy Smith from first base into scoring position after being hit by a pitch. Carr steps back in with a 1-1 count. Gets the bunt down. That time drops right in front of the plate. The throw from the catcher is a little bit low. And everybody is safe, and advancing up to third base in the process is Darcy Smith.
Yeah, that was a really good bunt. It just stopped right in front of the plate, and she had to kind of move over to her left. She was running right down the baseline, right where she's allowed to run, and she had to move to the left to make that throw down. And I think that movement kind of took the balance away and led to the throw being too low, and now Clay County's in business trying to strike. And this is where it gets a little more hairy with the bunts. You got a runner over at third. You probably want Cherry to bunt here, but you got to make sure you put it in the right place.
Yeah, runners on first and third now with Darcy Smith advancing up to third after the bunt. Davenport behind the plate couldn't get the good throw down to first. As that one misses a little bit high into Reagan Cherry, walked and scored, already back in the first. Bottom of the second here at Crump Harris Park. The site of the 7 Single A District Tournament. Hadn't been able to play it for the last few days due to all the weather that came through. Here's the 1-0. The bunt put down, and that's a good one. Push to the right side. Cherry's going to beat it out. It brings home a run.
Ball. She was out of the batter's box.
So
She's
she
gonna
is
be
out.
And she definitely was.
Yeah, she did come up and try to meet that one.
And the runner will have to go back to third. She was out of the box with both feet when she made contact with that one. So umpire's right on top of it. That was a really good call. It was a great slap punt on that first base line, but there's no question she was out of the batter's box. And she can have any part in. So if your toe is in, your back toe is in, that counts. But she was out for sure to my eye right here.
Yeah, she was pretty far up there. And
the front line is gone now because it's been beat up. But, I mean, she was pretty far out there on that one.
So everybody has to go back to first and third. And there are 2 outs in the inning now. No run across. And it's still just a 2-0 lead as Jenna Thompson steps to the plate. She reached on one of those bunts. Her first time up. Came around to score after Baylor Walton drove her in. Thompson looking for a big swing of the bat here with 2 outs. Link a little bit slower at times with that off speed, and that was where you saw Cherry try to step up in the box and push it to that right side, and it got her out of the box.
Yeah, it was a textbook slap bunt there, but it comes to the contact, but just got that running start a little bit too early, and there wasn't much question on that one. She was out of the box.
Link comes home with the 1-0. Swung on, popped up. Left side of the infield, couple players over there. Link is able to make the grab and able to strand a couple of runners on the base path or RBS. It's still 2-0. We are through 2, heading to 3. You're watching the 7 Single A District Tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do.
Frontier Chevrolet is ready to get you into your next vehicle and are proud to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on nearly all vehicles below 80,000 miles. View inventory online at www.caseyschevy.com, including the brand new Chevy Trax and Traverse, or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. Remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye.
Third inning about to get underway here at Crump Paris, and RBS coming back to the plate. 2, 3, and 4 due up for them. Allie Jenkins, Riley Bray, and Sway Lane as they try to get back into this one, trailing 2-0. And the defense has been working pretty well so far, able to get out of the first couple of innings and only allowing just the 2 runs across.
Yeah, and really it's been a defensive battle, and for Clay County, the only issues have been a couple of walks and runners been left out there, but RBS has struggled to touch Baylor Walton's pitches right now, so she's got to feel really confident. The rise ball was really working in the second inning, and so see if she starts to rely on that a little bit more. RBS hasn't come close to connecting with any solid contact against those pitches.
Of course, there is a lot of region baseball action going on tonight. We'll try to keep track of some of those as those games will get started a little bit later than ours did. We'll probably get more into the second game tonight with some of those scores.
We'll
a lot
have
of
region
the area
baseball
teams.
tomorrow?
Yep. We'll have region championship on the line tomorrow as the Upperman Bees will take on Tullahoma at noon. DeKalb County will try to keep their season alive afterwards against Lawrence County at 3. And then a possible 6 o'clock game as well involving either Upperman or DeKalb County. Walden delivers the 1-0, and that one swung on and missed to Allie Jenkins.
The energy is taking an upkick in the RBS dugout right now. They are rocking and rolling.
They're winning that category of it.
Yes.
Here's the 1-1. And a little bit late, sent towards the parking lot. We parked way far out there for that reason right there.
That was tailor-made and a windshield, and I really hope it didn't hit one.
It was diving. Here's the 1-2 with left side of the infield and a foul ball. Jenkins, first time up, she did single, hit a hard ground ball right side of the infield. And she's trying to battle back here with a 1-2 count. Walden had the 3 strikeouts in the second after struggling to find the zone in the first. And gets her to swing and miss for the 4th Birdie's Lounge strikeout of the day.
Yeah, and again, just bringing that ball and it's rising up through the zone and just tough to hit it. And you've seen all those swings and misses have been below the softball as it's coming through.
So Riley Bray, the first baseman, steps in for the second time. She popped out to first base her first time up. And that one misses a little bit high.
Baylor Walden's got really good stuff. I mean, she's in that category of the top pitchers around the area. Of course, we got Plumlee at the top, but then right there behind her, you've got Baylor Walden's, the Reese Kimmels of the world. She's in that discussion.
This one high in the air up towards center field. Clay County has an eye on and able to make the grab out there in center field is Jenna Thompson. That ball was hit hard. Had a lot of backspin, though, and kept it in the park.
Yeah, that's probably the hardest hit ball of the day so far for Red Bowling Springs, but right at her, as you said, it was sitting up in the air for a while and dropped it into the glove.
So Swaywa Lane will step in, the shortstop for RBS. She grounded out to Walden to end the first inning. Or I beg your pardon, that was for the second out of the first inning. There's a strike on the swing.
They're struggling with the velocity right now from Walden. You have to make that decision so quickly, and by the time you realize it's nowhere close, you've already decided to swing.
Sun deciding to peek out a little bit as that one is swung on and missed on another rise ball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, you're probably going to see the same pitch because you've seen similar result the first two times through.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here it is. Slow roller, going to be a tough play. Smith makes the throw in time to get the out at first. 1, 2, 3 in the third. Clay County coming back to the plate in the bottom half of the inning. You're watching the 7 Single A District Tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Clay County's coming back to the plate in the bottom of the third. 3, 4, and 5 due up for them. Baylor Walden, Jade Walker, and Halen Garrison. They've already got 2 runs across and had runners on first and third in the second with 1 out. However, we're unable to plate either of those runs after the runner's interference and then the pop out to the pitcher to end the inning. And trying to string together one of these big innings. Seems like they're trying to break it open a little bit. They've been able to get runners on multiple times, but only the 2 runs across so far. And a credit to the RBS defense. They're making some pretty good plays.
Yeah, absolutely. Credit to them out there. They're making the plays that you mentioned. But you're right. It feels like Clay County's just waiting on that one big hit to break it open. But as long as it stays at 2-0, RBS continues to kind of drag them out into the deep end, and they're just looking for a bloop and a blast to take the lead themselves. So you can't feel safe right now if you're Clay County despite the 2-0 lead.
So Baylor Walden will step in. She did have the RBI single her first time up. Stole second base, was stranded there back in the first. Link delivers the first pitch home, and that's an off-speed pitch that drops in there for strike 1.
That's the best off-speed pitch he's had today. It hadn't come out clean a bunch of times. It's missed high. That time drops right in. Really nice pitch.
And it is a change in velocity, to say the least, from Link whenever she has been able to place it. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard left side, and that'll be through. Walden able to pick up her second hit of the game.
Yeah, that was smoked. You said it hit hard. She got the pitch to hit right down Main Street and made no mistake. Ripped it over into left field, and now Clay County, this is what they're looking for. Base runners with nobody out and see if they can apply some more pressure and add on some insurance.
That's just the second hit of the game, both of them by Walden so far. A couple of errors as well out there, a hit by pitch and a walk. First base runner aboard as Jade Walker is at the plate. And that one will miss for ball 1.
We've got an early leader in the clubhouse. Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game right now, standing over at first base.
Trying to send her team to the 7 Single A championship to take on the Gordonsville Tigerettes, who have won it for the last 2 years.
And they are here.
They are here. Yep. They've been watching. That one misses low, and Walden will take second base in the process with the domino stolen base.
She got an unbelievable jump on that one. I mean, the second it left, she was gone. Safe by a mile. I mean, there's no even use throwing that. It could have been a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. They weren't catching her.
2-0 hit right side of the infield. It's going to move the runner up to third and Walden, so at least is a productive out, but it is a ground out nonetheless and one out in the inning. So Jade Walker grounds out. Halen Garrison will come to the plate. Going to fly out to left her first time up, trying to bring home another run for Clay County. I mentioned Baylor Walden pitching well against RBS in that first game to open up the 7 single-A tournament. Went 2 for 2 with 4 runs driven in as well. Tried to bunt that one, and that'll be strike one as Garrison. Also scored 2 runs, and that was in 4 innings. They beat them 12-0.
Again, though, this has been a district where a blowout in one game doesn't necessarily mean you're going to blow them out the next game. RBS is hanging tough, but again, Clay County just kind of leaning on him a little bit here.
There's the 0-1. That one swung on, slow roller down the line. Nope, that's a foul ball off of her, and that will be strike 2. Yeah, that definitely hit her.
Yeah, she's
a little bit ginger. 3 umpires today.
I just chuckle because she's feeling the pain and then smacks her foot with the
Gotta shock
bat.
it. Gotta shock it. Shock it back in. Here's the 0-2 from Link. Off speed, popped up, got some backspin on it. It's going to sit right there. The throw to first is not in time, able to beat it out. And Garrison is able to reach her board safely.
I think that's the definition of a swinging bunt. It literally backspin. It hit the ground, and then just like one of your wedge shots, spun backwards and stopped right there. And now runners at the corners for Clay County, and they're trying to add on here. 2-0. That's not safe. 4-5-0. You start to feel really good if you're a Lady Bulldogs fan.
It'll be Emma Wicks stepping in, grounded out to third base, her first time on the bunt. We'll see what they do here with 1 out and runners on first and third. They show bunt. Runner will take second base, and now runners in scoring position. It was ball 1.
And that last swing, it was that off-speed pitch again, and she triggered pretty early, was able to keep the hands back enough to make contact. It wasn't very solid contact, but it was enough to get down to first base.
1-0 count to Wicks at the plate with runners at second and third for Clay County and 1 gone. Swings and a foul tip. 1 ball and 1 strike now. We'll have this one. We'll have the championship coming up at 6:30. They've got some Little League games, looks like possibly going on around here at Crump Paris as well. All kinds of action. Here is the 1-1. That one drilled, but into the fence and a foul ball.
In this inning, we're seeing more really solid contact. Walden single, and then that one there. If she could straighten it out, that's going to go a long way. Second time through the lineup, so see if they're timing her up just a little bit better, as Lake's going to have to mix up the stuff a little bit.
So 1-2 to Wicks now at the plate. Haven't been able to time her up well. She has been able to switch the velocities. The 1-2 misses. It's 2-2. She's only walked the 1 batter. It was the leadoff batter in Reagan Cherry. It was a 4-pitch walk. Other than that, she's been in the zone.
She's giving her defense a chance, and that's all you can really ask for, I think, here if you're RBS.
Clay County looking to plate a couple of runs with a swing of the bat. The 2-2 misses low as that one bounces. It's now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
That pitch is so much slower than her fastball.
And not a whole lot of change in the arm speed either.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. Link rocks and fires. And that will be ball 4 to load the bases for Avery Davis.
That's a gutsy take right there. That was one of those good pitch, good take moments. And now, second time in the ball game that Clay County's threatened with the bases juiced, to quote you.
The bases are indeed juiced.
And that last pitch was close but no cigar. Just missed.
First time Clay County's had him juiced. With 1 out. Swinging first pitch at shortstop, bobbled for a second. The throw comes home. It is not in time. The run scores and everybody else is safe.
Yeah, I get the thought process there. I think if that throw goes to first, she has a better chance than trying to come home with Walden barreling down. Either way, would have been a tough play once it was bobbled. And again, Link right now, she's giving her defense a chance, but the defense is bobbling just a few things. They've had a couple of errors now in the ball game, and they've led directly to 2 runs.
So still just 1 out, and a run across now makes it 3-0. Bottom of the 3rd here at Crump-Paris Park. And that's going to hit her, and that's going to bring home another run. Darcy Smith has been hit by back-to-back pitches when she has been at the plate.
And that was one, wasn't exactly trying to get out of the way of that one, but it gets the job done.
And there is going to be a
she's
contest here.
She's got a real argument on that one. She's not going to win it, but she's got a real argument on that one. And we've kind of felt this one. It's been brewing, a potential big inning for Clay County, and now Red Bowling Springs needs to buckle down the hatches real quickly here.
So Darcy Smith gets the job done, gets hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. It's now 4-0. And at the plate is Ava Carr for the second time. Reached on an error, her first time up on a bunt. Looking for her first hit of the game. Here comes the 1-0 from Link. Swung on, foul territory, and the catch is made at first. And able to get back to first base in the process was Smith. Nice catch over there at first base for RBS and Riley Bray for the second out of the inning.
It was a great play by Bray. She got a quick jump over on it. It hung up in the air just long enough. She had to jump up to make the catch. That's a big out number 2.
So now Reagan Cherry, who we have seen has a ton of speed. See what she decides to do here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And there's that off speed that pops up there and misses a little bit high.
Almost dropped into the zone somehow. This is a nice inning for Clay County. I think they'll feel like they left some meat on the bone, though, if Cherry doesn't find a way to get on here.
2 runs already across. This one hit hard, but a foul ball, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, she put everything she had into that swing right there. Now 3rd time through the lineup, so we'll see if they are timing it up even a little bit more.
Cherry reached on the walk in the first, was called out on the runner's interference as she was out of the box and bunted it in the second. Here's the 1-1. That one misses low. 2 balls and a strike now to Cherry at the plate.
And that off-speed pitch, she's only located it a couple of times where she's going to. She's missed high a few times, it's missed low, but she has to throw it because you can't just allow the hitters to sit on the fastball.
Comes the 2-1. That'll miss as well. That's a good block to keep it in front and not allow another run to get across. Not a huge backstop. It's the cement all the way around the bottom and then a black padding behind the plate. 3 balls and a strike to Cherry. Bases loaded. That one drilled down the line. That's a fair ball. 1 run scores. Clay County sends another one. That run will score. They'll send the 3rd one as well. Cherry sliding into 3rd safely. It's a bases clearing triple for Reagan Cherry.
Great piece of hitting there by Cherry. A pitch in on the hands, and she rips it down the 3rd base line. No chance in the hot corner, and now it is a big-time inning for Clay County. They've broken it open to 7-0, and they're looking for more with another runner standing at 3rd.
5 runs across here in the inning. And again, the run rules in softball: 15 after 3, 12 after 4, 10 after 5. It's 7-0 right now, and Jenna Thompson at the plate.
She ripped that softball down that line there.
That was drilled down the line. No chance at it at 3rd base to make a play at the hot corner for Allie Jenkins. First one misses high for Thompson. This is her 3rd time to the plate. Reached on the error in the first, came around to score, and then popped out to end the inning in the second. There's a runner at 3rd base here in Cherry. That one misses low. And it's 2-0. Winner of this game will face Gordonsville in the championship. Clay County played Gordonsville already. They fell in that one 5-1. That 1 run scored, the only run that Gordonsville has given up to a 7 single-A opponent this season.
Unbelievable.
As that one misses low, it's 3-0. The stat you sent me, I think it was 113-0 in the regular season for Gordonsville. And they have already won 2 games here in the tournament. Beat Clark Range 12-0 and then Clay County 5-1.
Yeah, no question about it, though. Clay County's playing really good softball right now.
3-0. Swung on right back up the middle, and that's going to score a run. A little bit of a self-preservation there for Link on the mound. Able to get out of the way. I think it hit her in the glove. Fortunately, also has the face mask on.
Yeah, it did. She nearly caught it.
She almost
tipped
did.
off the glove, and now Coach going to come out and have a word, make sure she's okay, and come on just a little bit of a carousel. It's a big inning, 6 across already for Clay County.
It is an RBI single for Jenna Thompson, who now stands on first base. They'll talk it over with Link on the mound to make sure she's all right and just kind of settle her down a little bit as well. And you mentioned it, 6 runs across here in the third, and now have batted around as Baylor Walden led off the inning with a single, stole second base, and came around to score. And the base is clearing, or she actually came around to score on the walk. Nope, let me change that. That was on the ground ball by Avery Davis.
We'll get there eventually.
One of those.
We'll figure it out.
Just keep going down. Eventually I'll be right. So this will be the 3rd time to the plate for Baylor Walden. Couple of singles so far. Run driven in and a run scored. The sun finally seems like it's going to be out for, there's still clouds in the area, but should have a good amount of sunshine for a little while. Falling down on the way to second base was Thompson. The throw finally comes down, and Thompson able to get in there safely.
Yeah, I don't think she was going to throw, and then she tripped on her way down, so decided to throw, and that's why it was so late.
So it is a domino stolen base for Jenna Thompson, even though she took a pit stop on the way there.
Took a pit stop is a great way of putting it.
Clay County fans and players are having a good laugh over that one. So is Jenna Thompson. So that's a good thing. Walden, though, has a runner in scoring position. And again, this is all coming with 2 outs. The off-speed misses high.
Baylor Walden is probably going to be thinking about sending something a long way here. She's got the power to do it.
A few home runs on the season. 22 runs now driven in. There's the 2-0. One misses low. 3-0. Thompson trying to take third. The throw down. Not there in time. And Thompson able to get up to third base and didn't fall down on the way there this time.
The aggressiveness now for Clay County. They can feel it. They're trying to push downhill. And they would love to end this one early and get ready for another game against the Tigerettes.
Yeah, it's scheduled to start at 6:30. We'll see if that changes depending on when this one ends. 3-0. Misses high, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk issued to Baylor Walden.
And that's not the worst thing in the world of Baylor Walden. You got a couple of bases empty out there, but doesn't get much easier here behind her with Walker.
And Jade Walker, her second time up in this inning as well. Grounded out the first time, and we're going to have a change in the circle. It's going to be Hall Sports and Outdoors call the bullpen just in the middle of the inning.
No visit out or anything, just switch.
It was the first baseman and Riley Bray coming over after Link.
That's a first. That's a first.
You know, trust your players, I guess.
I think she called for it, just didn't come out. You can do that, certainly. It's just usually you don't see that.
Yeah. So it's Riley Bray. They just switched. Link went over to first base. Bray came on to the mound. Did not pitch against Clay County in that first matchup. It was all Link in the circle.
And for Red Bowling Springs, your season's on the line. Your back's against the wall.
This is an elimination game.
You got to figure out a way to get out of this inning before it gets to double digits.
Yeah, you lose this one, your season is done. You win, you move on to the region tournaments in the District 7 Single A Championship at 6:30. Gordonsville already there awaiting the winner. Gordonsville have won 3 district championships or trying to win 3 district championships in a row. They've been to 6 in a row. A lot of good battles with Trousdale County before the last couple of seasons.
And then they had a little addition that's helped them out.
Yeah. Kaylee Plumley has been pretty good. One misses low, gets away, and it just pops beneath as Jade Walker watched it go by. Now 2 runners in scoring position at second and third as Walden able to move up to second.
And Walden was going anyway. She was looking for the stolen base.
So now Walker with 2 runners in scoring position. Bray on the mound comes home with a 1-0 and misses low. That one gets all the way back to us. Coming home to score another run is Clay County. Walden moves up to third, and it's 9-0.
I have a confession to make.
Did you flinch?
I flinched on that one. Partially because I was looking at the screen and then looked up and there's a ball flying at my face.
2 balls and no strikes now to Walker. Walden over at third base. 7 runs across here in the inning for Clay County. And this one back up the middle, and Bray able to glove it. Second time we saw it go back up the middle. She shakes off the hand. Great catch to end the inning. 7 runs across, though, for Clay County. They lead it 9-0. After 3, we head to 4. This is the 7 single-A tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville. Delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential and multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here to Crump Paris Park. It's 9-0. Clay County leads after 3 innings of action, and I mentioned it, the run rules beforehand. It's 12 after 4 and 10 after 5. So Clay County would need a few more runs if they want to get it done here in the bottom of the 4th. RBS, though, they're trying to get some runs across. They've got 5, 6, and 7 due up. Allie Davenport, Kerrigan Wright, and Madison Hooten. But for Baylor Walden in the circle, she's really found her stride in the last 2 innings.
She hasn't. She's been really aggressive. She hasn't really mixed in any off-speed stuff, hasn't had to. Only 1 ball that got hit into the outfield so far in this game, and that one was a fly out that was caught pretty easily. So she's kept them off balance, and they haven't been able to catch up to that fastball, rise ball yet.
So it'll be Allie Davenport, the catcher for RBS, stepping in to face Walden in the circle, who's been really good. 4 strikeouts so far, and there's a swing and a miss. Winner of this game moving on to face Gordonsville in the championship coming up at 6:30. We'll move fields and over to Gordonsville's home field. That one misses high. This is an elimination game. Loser of this game sees their season come to a close. RBS has battled their way through. Fell to Clay County in game number 1, as that's a check swing, but she did go. It's 1-2.
And again, just really struggling with the velocity from Walden. They're having to make that decision so quick, and they're just guessing at this point. And that gives all the power to the circle, and Baylor Walden's making them pay.
1-2. Here it is. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Got her looking at it, and a good pitch there.
Very good. She's been going up in the zone over and over again. That time bringing it in on the hands. Freezes up the hitter. Great pitch for Walden.
It'll be Kerrigan Wright to the plate now. Grounded out to Walden in the circle, her first time up. And that one's fouled back for strike 1. One gone in the inning after the strikeout looking by Davenport. She is retired. Now 6 in a row in the lineup. And that was after issuing a walk. It's only given up the 1 hit so far, and that was on that hard ground ball to the second batter of the game in Allie Jenkins.
And she just ripped off the change for the first time in a long time to go ahead 0-2.
Roxon fires the 0-2, and staying alive is Wright.
And credit to her. After getting that change up, to be able to catch up and just get a piece of that fastball was a good piece of hitting.
A little bit late on it. We'll have to speed up. We'll see if Walden tries to go back to the changeup. Here is the 0-2. And that one, I think, hit the bat. Yep, it did. It was a foul tip just barely.
Last night, that was a take your base.
Yeah, last night that was a hit by pitch. Somehow. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Or 0-2, I should say. And that one is fouled back.
Good battle now. This is the best battle RBS has had at the plate in a while.
Yeah, trying to work a deep count, and now Walden has been attacking the zone as well. Here is the 0-2 pitch still. Misses low, and that's the first ball of the at-bat. Kerrigan Wright trying to battle back and see if she can't find her way aboard. One of the few base runners in the game. 1-2. And misses high.
Yeah, this is the best AB that anybody's had for the Lady Bulldogs today. She's seeing the ball well right now out of the hands of Walden.
Walden trying to battle back now with the 2-2. Check swing. She did go, and that will be strike 3. They check down to the first base umpire. He says she went. And that is the 6th Birdie's Lounge strikeout of the day.
I don't think so. I didn't think it was very close.
We got a pretty good view.
Yeah, we did on that one. I didn't think it was very close. She was kind of confused, too. She was like, really?
There's a called strike on the outside corner to Madison Hooten with 2 outs in the inning. Hey, keep those comments coming along. Let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Clay County taking on RBS in the 7 single-A tournament, trying to win and move on to the championship coming up at 6:30. And Clay County's got a 9-0 lead right now. If you haven't done so already, please like the stream, whether it's on YouTube or here on Facebook. NFHS Network, we welcome you in as well. And give us a share on Facebook. There's a swing. It gets past. The throw to first, a bit off the line, and the base runner will reach. Now trying to move up to second base. And the no throw there. So it will be another strikeout. However, not the 3rd out of the inning, and a base runner will be aboard in scoring position.
And the throw was way off the bag, of course, but I think she was going to be safe anyway. That one leaked to the furthest part away that you could get to in a situation like that, and you have to make a great throw down to first to even have a chance of getting the runner.
Yeah, it would have been a tough play to make for Garrison behind the plate. Canes King is at the plate now. And that one misses for ball 1. King reached on a walk her first time up. Now has a runner in scoring position after the drop third and reaching safely. Comes the 1-0. And that hit her right in the heel.
Ooh, that is not going to feel good.
And she's going to make her way down to first, and now runners on first and second after technically striking out the side. They're going to make sure she's good at first base as well.
Just a little life here for Red Bowling Springs. Can they do anything with it? Can they bring 1 across, 2 across? Try to scrape their way back in and save their season.
And there are 2 outs in the inning. Emma Woodcock is at the plate, struck out her first time. The 9 batter in the lineup as that one misses low, and it's 1-0.
And right now we saw a ton of swings and misses on stuff out of the zone. We're seeing a little bit more patient approach out of Red Bowling Springs.
That one is a called strike at the bottom of the zone, even the count up at 1 apiece. Runners on first and second. Madison Hooten reached on the drop third. And then a hit by pitch to Canes King. There's the 1-1. Misses a little bit low. 2 balls and a strike to Emma Woodcock.
And I like the approach. They're forcing Baylor Walden to throw strikes, not gifting her counts. It's been a smart approach the past few batters. That was a good fastball in, swung on and missed for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the inning. 2 runners on for RBS in a 9-0 game. The 2-2 bounces, hits the plate. Runners trying to advance. That bounces off the concrete, and Walden able to pick it up. And it's not too often you have concrete at the base of fields. You do have that here, and that's where kind of takes that awkward hop. It is now 3-2 to Emma Woodcock with the base open. Both runners advance to second and third. And that one gets away from Garrison, but no harm done as that base is open. It will be ball 4. And now the base is loaded for the leadoff batter in Sarah Link.
Well, this game could change with 1 swing of the bat for Sarah Link. See what kind of damage she can do. Baylor Walden looks a little bit frustrated. She had that strikeout. Remember, drop third strike resulted in life being extended here for Red Bowling Springs, and they're trying to make them pay.
Link has walked and struck out so far in her 2 plate appearances. That one misses for ball 1. Bases loaded with 2 outs.
And right now the control is fleeting just a little bit for Walden. She, of course, has the huge cushion, though, to play with.
9-0 lead after 7 runs across in the bottom of the third. That's back into the mitt for strike 1.
And they did a lot of that damage with 2 outs in the last inning, so Red Bowling Springs trying to match it.
Yeah, I think 5 of those runs came with 2 outs after the bases clearing triple by Cherry. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2.
And now is where Baylor Walden's at her best because she just got a swing that wasn't particularly close, and she likes to bear down and try to fire something past her.
1 ball, 2 strikes, bases loaded here in the top of the 4th. Walden delivers. Right side of the infield, picked up at second base. The flip to first is in time, and they're able to get out of the bases loaded jam. Avery Davis able to make the throw to first, and it's still 9-0, and a chance to put on 3 more runs to end this game a little bit early, coming up in the bottom of the 4th for Clay County. This is the 7 Single-A District Tournament on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Clint Connor is your local auctions expert. With full service from start to finish, the Exit Crossroads Auction Group are here to make the process easy for you. Visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com for more details and current auctions. Clint Connor, your local auctions expert, is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here at Crump Paris Park. As Clay County coming back to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. They lead at 9-0. And coming to the plate for them, 5, 6, and 7, Halen Garrison, Emma Wicks, and Avery Davis to lead things off here in the inning and try to get some more runs across. Again, it's 12-0 after 4, 10-0 after 5. The run rules here in softball. That one misses low from Ray, who was in the circle, Riley Bray, who came on in relief there in that last inning of Link, who is now over at first base. And just the 1-0 count to Garrison after the first pitch. That one swung on, popped up right side, and that one will drop for strike 1. End up turning into a pretty nice evening here in
Beautiful
Crump Paris Park.
Yeah, the cloud that just came up helped a little bit. It was getting a little warm for a second there, but
it was at times chilly today.
67 degrees right now.
There's the 2-0, or the 1-1, I beg your pardon.
I think it's going to be chilly by the end of the Gordonsville game. Tigerettes are warming up on their field behind us, so they'll be ready to go. Wonder who they're going to pitch.
I'm going to go with the Tennessee commit.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
Here comes the 2-1. Popped up. Davenport trying to find it. Couldn't get there in time. And that will be strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Halen Garrison. Seen a lot of those, especially with the off-speed, those little pop-ups with a lot of backspin. Some of them have dropped for bunts, essentially, in the front of the plate. It is 2-2 to Garrison. Bray trying to get the first out of the inning. Delivers, misses low, and it's now 3-2.
Yeah, this is when Clay County's done some damage. They get that first base runner on, and that allows you with 2 outs to still have a chance. So we've seen these 2-out kind of runs that have been put up for Clay County. It starts typically here early in the innings with runners getting on.
Payoff, and a foul ball. Good battle swing. It's been a good battle to start this bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, none of these Bulldogs from Clay County have gone down easy. They've made it difficult. Even when they've gotten out, it hasn't been easy outs that have been put up, and I think that's one of the reasons they have the lead that they have right now. They're making the pitchers work.
Trying to get to the championship game for the 2nd straight year. This one sawed off in another foul ball. They played Gordonsville in it last year, fell 11-0. A lot of teams fell to the Gordonsville Tigerettes last year, who won the 1A state title. Beat Eagleville 5-2. Thanks to a grand slam by Kelsey Watts. Comes the payoff again from Bray, and another foul ball.
What a battle here.
It's a very long at-bat to open up the bottom of the 4th.
And Bray's done a good job coming in here out of the blue, kind of just got the ball handed to her, and she's come in and really kind of stabilized things. She's been around the zone more.
It's just a straight-up switch with Link over at first. The payoff again. And another foul ball.
This is impressive. And Bray's thinking, what do I got to throw to get you out?
This goes back. Who was at the plate last night when we had an at-bat like this?
I
think it was Tootin.
Me that. Yeah, sure. Totally.
It was either Tootin or Fulmer.
It was Fulmer.
Yeah.
He was trying to hit a home run on every pitch.
Yes,
it
he
wild.
was. Payoff. And another one.
Wow.
Going left, going right,
It
going
is not
high,
lagging.
going low.
There are foul ball after foul ball.
Yep.
We're not jumping around here.
I mean, like you said, for Bray, you're enough around the zone. What do you have to throw to? Maybe just didn't get a fair ball. Just try to get away from these foul balls. 3-2. Popped up left side. It is in foul territory, and that one will go out of play as well. This is impressive.
This is wild. This is probably a 10-pitch AB at least. It's been 3-2 forever. Props to Bray for not throwing ball 4 yet. I mean, really.
Yeah, 3-2. I think this is the 4th straight pitch. The off-speed counter to swing at it. What a battle and a big Birdie's Lounge strikeout for Bray in the circle.
Yeah, very nicely done. To be able to throw that many good pitches in a row. Credit to Garrison for battling in there, but Bray gets the big first out.
So 1 out now in the inning. Brings Emma Wicks to the plate. She walked, came around to score in that last inning. And that one is going to go all the way to the fence.
Used up those good pitches in a row there. It was due for one that was out of there.
13 pitches in that at-bat to Garrison.
Wow.
There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 foul balls. That one misses low, and it's now 2-0. 9-0 lead for Clay County, trying to get back to the 7 single-A championship game, take on Gordonsville for a second straight year. And they battled with them in the winner's bracket semifinal game a couple of days ago. Lost that one 5-1. That one misses high. And it's 3-0 now to Emma Wicks. And the only 7 single-A team to score on the Tigerettes so far this season.
And I think they would love 3 runs here in this inning to end it.
3-0. That one will be ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to Emma Wicks, and the first base runner aboard here in the 4th.
And I'm going to go out and have a discussion there with the pitcher. As Bray, she was all in the zone in that last AB and that 13-pitch at-bat, and wonder if that just took some steam away. She got the punch out, but that's a lot of pitches you got to throw in there, and you got to be real competitive with those. So trying to calm things down and get it back into the dugout here in the bottom of the 4th.
Avery Davis steps to the plate, reached on a fielder's choice, and then came around to score back in that 3rd inning. Runner on first base is Emma Wicks with a good amount of speed. In Clay County, they're looking for 3 runs here in this inning, trying to end it a little bit early. They could also send it to the 5th and get one more run. There's a check swing. She did go for strike 1.
Yeah, really good pitch, bounce-back pitch. After walking the previous batter, you come back and get the check swing for strike 1.
The 0-1. Missed inside, throw down to second. Not in time. That'll be a domino stolen base for Emma Wicks. So a runner in scoring position now as the throw coming back actually gets away a little bit. And now it's back to the pitcher on the mound in Bray.
The mound.
Yeah.
I got in trouble 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I said a mound visit, and people lost their minds.
It's still a mound. There's a rubber out there. You don't call it the rubber. You can. But it's a mound.
Circle.
You have to push off of something, don't you?
I'm just the messenger. Don't attack me.
If my mom's in the comments, she'll let us know.
I'm sure plenty of people will let
well,
you know
she
right
actually
now.
played
They're typing right now.
She played college softball, so. Good off speed and able to foul that one off. It's now 2-2 to Avery Davis.
Remind me to tell you the story of the Texas A&M fans at the Ole Miss game who wanted to kill me because I was not being nice. My wife's cousin is a pitcher at Ole Miss, and I was letting them hear about it.
Bray delivers the 2-2. That one misses low. It is ball 3, and another full count now. This time to Avery Davis.
She struck out a girl who had a 184 batting average, so I let them hear about it. It's SEC softball.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
they didn't appreciate it?
They did not at
No?
all. They, quite frankly, hated me afterwards.
Comes the payoff from Bray. Little check swing, got it in fair territory. It moves a runner into scoring position over to third base as Wicks advances up to there, but it is the 3 unassisted for the putout.
Good job on length there to tag the bag. Yeah, no, they. Do you think them wanting me to stop slowed me down at all or made it worse?
I'm going to
Take a
guess you went in further.
Oh, way further.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a great night. It was so much fun.
Darcy Smith steps in. Been aboard a couple of times, hit by a pitch both times. Last time was with the bases loaded. She also came around to score. And Bray has come in and held him in check for the most part so far, especially after 7 runs across in the third.
Yeah, they were sitting at 8-0 when she got into the game. One more came across, and since then she's locked it down.
She got the line out to end the inning to Jade Walker. That almost took her head off. Was able to get the glove in front of it, fortunately. Here's the 2-0. And that is ball 3. Runner at third base is Wicks. They at least want to get that one across. And then you can go out and get your defense out there. 2 outs in the inning. And Darcy Smith seeing if she can do that. Here's 3-0. And there's a called strike across, 3-1.
There is a gigantic gap between second and short. It is only filled up by Bray there. But anything softly hit right at second base is going to score a run for Clay County.
The 3-1 misses low, and that will be ball 4.
And it's not the worst scenario in the world, but the problem is who's coming up next here for Clay County. And now Coach going to come out, and I wonder if there's going to be a pinch hitter here for the Lady Bulldogs. Looks like there is going to be a pinch hitter in. So the job simple here, just Jacob's Point. You make one run come across, and you go 1, 2, 3 in the top half of the 5th, and the ball game's over. And Clay County turns their attention to Gordonsville for Red Bowling Springs. You're able to get one more out here. You've got at least one more inning to try and save your season.
Monica Cisneros.
They were close. Cisneros.
There we go. Yeah, we're also in Gordonsville, Tennessee, so
That's true. I don't let my El Paso
I
come
don't
out
try
there.
I don't
I let
try
my El Paso come
pronunciations
out there.
like Caballero. That's not right.
Actually, it is.
No, it's not.
No, it really is.
No, it is not.
It's Caballeros, but it's close. Honestly, in America, most people named Caballero have just adopted the L sound. That's not a joke.
No, I know. It's not right. Runners on second and third after Smith was able to advance. The 1-1. That one misses high. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, if anything, just trying to keep getting batters up there. If you can bring Cherry back up to the plate, you feel pretty darn good.
Yeah, she's already ripped a bases clearing triple.
9-0 right now. They need at least a run. Don't need it. They would like it. This one hit hard left side. That'll bring home 1. Here comes another one as well. And a 2-run single there for Cisneros.
Great job to come in and put that one into left field. You haven't swung the bat all game. You come in, you make no mistake on a good pitch to hit, and now she represents the game-winning run out there at first base.
That will be Reagan Cherry coming to the plate now, still with 2 outs as the 2 runs across. They needed at least 1, so now their defense can go out in the top of the 5th and end it, or they can end it here like Noah mentioned.
Great piece of hitting by Cisneros. I told you how to say it.
I know how to say it. I took Spanish for 6 years.
You didn't say it right.
Up to bat 81, Cherry on deck.
I got a lifetime worth of Spanish lessons. Regardless, That was a really good job to come in as a pinch hitter and barrel that one up. Nobody's really been able, outside of the one hit right back to her in the circle, nobody's been able to tattoo a softball. She does it there.
It's 1-0 to Cherry, who has been aboard a couple of times, has scored a couple of runs. Hits
Whoa.
this one hard, but that'll be a foul ball.
She straightens that one out, and she's touching every bag that's out there.
And ending this game.
Yeah, that was she's seeing it well right now.
The little leaguers out in left field got to pay attention. There's the portable wall up at 200 feet. That one misses high. Advancing up to second base will be Cisneros. You all right?
Yes, I'm great. Thank you for asking. How are you?
2-1. Off speed, misses a little bit low. Now 3 balls and a strike.
It's a good take for Cherry. It kind of had that floating action before it dropped back down low, and she was able to lay off and get to a really favorable count here.
3-1 to Cherry. Bray delivers. That'll miss high. Another walk. No.
Well,
Okay.
I think he was talking to you. I had it at 3-1 as well.
All right. Never mind.
I'll look forward to checking that later. Figure out where I messed up.
Another foul ball. Now it's 3-2. We think. Cherry trying to end this one.
Winning run standing at second base here for Clay County. They had that one big inning, and now trying to finish it off.
7 runs across in the third. Trying to finish it here in the fourth. Already 2. And that one misses low. That will be a walk issued, and Cherry is aboard at first. So now runners on first and second for Jenna Thompson, who singled in a run back in the third. She came around to score as well.
It's going to be a fun region tournament if this result holds. It is Clay County, Gordonsville, East Robertson,
It's
Joe
4 good
Burns.
teams.
Absolutely.
Gordonsville and Joe Burns, probably those top 2 teams in there, you would think.
We're going to find out in about an hour.
Yeah. This one hit hard left side. That one is through. They're going to hold the runner at third for now as the throw comes in, and it will be bases loaded for none other than Baylor Walden.
Well, she could certainly secure the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game award right here, right now. If she finishes this one off with something in play or reaching with a walk or a hit by pitch. And again, another good piece of hitting there. Send it out into left field. Probably a wise decision by Coach. You can get a little bit greedy and try to finish it and send it home. She may have scored, but if you get out, then you're sitting there. You got to send your pitcher out to throw one more inning when you could maybe avoid that and let her finish it at the plate.
So Baylor Walden, who's been great in the circle, will try to finish this off at the plate. And there's an off-speed strike across.
It's a gutsy pitch. Walden was sitting on that. She could have turned on it, but getting it early in the AB, a little ambush with the off-speed.
2 outs in the inning. Clay County looking for 1 run. And that one misses high. It's 1-1. They can also, even if they get out, they could go finish it in the top half of the 5th.
I think the best thing that Clay County's done in this game is their plate vision's been really good. They're not swinging at anything that's a really bad pitch or that's far out of the zone. They're forcing Red Bowling Springs to make good pitches.
1-1. And that one misses. 2 balls and a strike now to Baylor Walden. Ahead in the count with the bases loaded and 2 outs.
You need a strike here out there in the circle. Don't want to go down 3-1 where a walk ends the ball game.
Bray delivers and misses high. It is 3-1, and now a walk would win this for Clay County.
And I wonder if you're Clay County here and Baylor Walden, especially on this pitch. I think I got to see a strike. I think you got to make sure you see one.
3 balls and a strike with the bases loaded. And that one may have been ball 4, but she swung at it anyways. It's 3-2.
It was ball 4, up and out. She was trying to finish it in style, though. So
she almost
now,
did.
That's why I thought maybe you just stand there. You got to force them to throw a strike here.
It is 3-2 with 2 outs and the bases loaded. 11-0 in the bottom of the 4th. That'll be ball 4, and that'll be the ball game. Clay County will score their 12th run. We think that'll be the ball game.
Yes.
That will be the ball game. 12-0, the final score, and Baylor Walden able to get it done in this one. We're going to wrap this one up. We'll head over to the other field, get ready for the championship game. Clay County and Gordonsville coming up next in the 7 Single-A Championship. Baylor Walden, your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game, and this one gets it done on the mound, done at the plate as well. The final score, Clay County wins 12-0. RBS sees their season come to a close. The championship coming up in about 30 minutes at 6:30, so about 35 minutes on the UCR